All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we start this episode with I don't know. I'm not making this stuff up. This is actually the news because every day I come up and every time I come up, we've got some new players linked with Arsenal, and it's good. It's good. It's good. Especially I have something that I can get to you guys even in this international break, which I hate the most. So let's talk about the big one. Arsenal manager, our Arsenal head coach, Mikel Arteta had been nominated for the Manager of the Month award by the Barclays Premier League. But hey, the Barclays Premier League have now announced that he is what? Sorry, he is the Manager of the Month. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mikel Arteta beat Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola to become the Manager of the Month. Congratulations, he is the Barclays Premier League Manager of the Month. Congratulations to Mikel Arteta. The best part is that he is the first Arsenal manager to win the Premier League Manager of the Month since Arsene Wenger won it in October 2015. Since October 2015, no Arsenal manager won a Manager of the Month award. It's sad. It is really sad. But hey, we won. We won. We don't need to be sad about, especially after we won that. So Aaron Ramsdale on taking the number one England spot, he says, I have the self-belief that I believe I could hold down the position. Yes. And talking about Bernd Leno, Aaron Ramsdale said, the club has been in a difficult situation for a while. Obviously, the performances on the pitch haven't been great. The club has been in a transition period. But Bernd Leno has done a great job. He's had a lot of stick for doing very little wrong. Every goalkeeper makes mistakes. Every person makes mistakes. But he's saved Arsenal many times in many matches. I just think the way the team's going with a certain style of play, more passing from the back, I've been brought in to replace him at the moment in time I have. But that doesn't mean that it's my shirt for a long period of time. I think the best part of Aaron Ramsdale is he realizes he's doing something which he's confident about, and he's brought in to do that because it was pretty much clear why he was signed in. Arteta and Edu have made that clear to him as well from the first day itself, and he doesn't want to be disrespectful about it, or he doesn't want to take it for granted. That is the best part about Aaron Ramsdale, which I believe is superb. So now a piece of information so that you guys will respect Ben White more. So Ben White's mum says Ben's immune system was not working. He had 6 or 7 different infections. He was in hospital for much of his young life, for months at a time. He had massive allergies. Back then, all those days in hospital, we could never have imagined he could be an athlete. And look at Ben now. I mean, that is a tremendous amount of respect, man. I mean, imagine the mental strength that he actually had, and he brought it in. That is so good. That is so awesome. I just love these kind of things when they come to the media, man. It's so good. I really love it. I really love it. It's just awesome. I just love that. By the way, if you guys know, there is a Ballon d'Or, and of course, for young players, for youngsters, they have a trophy Copa. So Bukayo Saka has been nominated for the Copa trophy. You can see Mason Greenwood, although he didn't do much last season. Pedri, Ryan Gravenberch, Jeremy Doku, and of course Jamal Musiala, Florian Wirtz bursting onto the scene this season. Jude Bellingham, Nuno Mendes, fantastic move in his career directly to PSG. Giovanni Reina. So congratulations to everyone, even Bukayo Saka. So it's really great to see that. So the Sun reports that Arsenal are facing a minor midfield dilemma ahead of the new year, and it looks like they're prepared to cash in on Mohamed Elneny. Although that would mean forcing Ainsley to stay beyond the January transfer window in that midfield role, but both players had wanted out in the summer, and now Arsenal could now face renewed calls to let them leave again. So Arsenal are now open to sell Mohamed Elneny. Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about it. They're ready to listen to offers for Mohamed Elneny. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Let's see what happens. And talking about more stuff, Nigerian midfielder, Arsenal midfielder Tim Akinola is in line to earn a new deal. Well, Tim Akinola's contract will ensure his contract is about to expire, and Arsenal are, they've really said it a long time back that they would want him to sign a new contract. And all NigeriaSoccer.com understands Arsenal have not yet made any contact with him, Tim Akinola, and his thinking about offering him a new contract. So let's see how Akinola is going to be and how things are going to be as well. So Arsenal have been named as one of the Premier League clubs eyeing a move for Olympiacos defender Pape Abou Cisse. The 6'6" centre back has emerged on the shortlist of a lot of Premier League clubs, including Liverpool, Everton, and Arsenal. The Daily Mail say that Arsenal and the other suitors have been watching him, and they sent scouts to the Europa League game against Fenerbahce last week. The centre back has performed actually a very good, solid partnership with Socrates, and they have just let in 2 goals in 5 league matches so far. So the 26-year-old is older than the players Arsenal have recently signed. You know what kind of pairing Arsenal is on about, and of course the kind of players that Arsenal want to sign as well. So I don't understand. He's not a bad defender, if you ask me. Not a bad defender, but the question is he actually the age profile that Arteta and co have targeted in the summer transfer window? That could actually be a little odd, to be fair. Let's see what happens. If you guys remember this guy, his name is Thiago Thomas. Now, once upon a time, Arsenal were linked with him, and he had some big release clause like 45, 50 million, that kind of a release clause or something. And this guy was, long back. I think three windows back, I said that Arsenal, he could be available for very cheap for Arsenal. Arsenal are planning to buy him for like 10 million or something. Here's another similar news of today, according to Tutto Mercato Web. Arsenal are keeping an eye for this Portuguese talent, Thiago Thomas. He is a sporting youngster and is highly regarded in Portugal as one of the biggest talents coming through at just 19 years of age. Now, here's the crazy thing about it. It is claimed that Arsenal are crazy about the youngster. Transfer market value him at around £5.1 million, despite his protection of a £50 million release clause. If Arsenal are crazy, are they crazy enough to spend 50 million for this youngster? I know the clubs from Portugal and the clubs from Brazil have actually been a lot crazy recently in offering. If anyone wants to sign their best players, they just are accepting the release clause of that player. They make them sign a long deals. And worst part is that, especially with the South American ones, they have their image rights, which needs to be bought off as well. Lots of different issues when these players join clubs, and since they are not well to do, so they have to sign those kind of contracts to get money. Simple as that. So they have to sell their image rights as well. Not all do that, but yes, majority do that as well. So I'm not saying anything much about that, but Thiago Thomas, I think to get a player from Sporting, very interesting. His value is £5.1 million, but transfer market, hey, come on. 50 million release clause does not make any sense. Like, anyone I know, that won't make any sense. So Ray Parlour has tipped Arsenal to help Wilshere sign a championship club at least, just like he did in 2007. So what happens is, Ray Parlour said, I did go back to Arsenal training. I was getting sharp. I was competing in midfield. I ended up getting a better offer. I went to Hull City instead. I always wanted to play in a relegation battle. That's why I went to Hull, and luckily enough, we came 4th bottom in the championship. The following season, they got promoted. Dean Windass at Wembley, that great volley, and then Hull were in the Premier League. So they could have been in League One, but they ended up in the Premier League, and I really enjoyed my time at Hull. It's great when you go back to train with your old club, and I was very lucky that Arsene Wenger said I could. I trained during the week with Arsenal, then I drive up there on Friday. I train Friday with the lads, play Saturday, and then come back to London again. So that was a great deal for everyone, because I always said that I would not take their money. You only pay me when I play. Maybe Jack Wilshere will be on the same sort of deal. What you should believe is that we want, that's what Mikel Arteta said, that he's there for these badges. So what Ray Parlour is actually intending is that if this thing benefited him, it can definitely benefit Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere is not that old, he's less than 30, I guess. So if that's the case, I might be wrong here, so yeah. If that is the case, then I think I 100% believe that he could get a championship club. Why not? Why not? That could be a very good. That could be a very good thing to say. Let's see, but that's for the future. So With this, I'd end my episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.